Salisbury Center, we are ready for our next fight. Making his way to the ring and fighting out of the out of the red corner, it's Sababu Allston.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to TCB 40 for our next fight of the night. Sababu Allston is making his way to the ring, fighting out of ground control MMA. He has a 2-1 record, standing at 5'9".
Now, this is a big night for ground control MMA. They have two fighters on this card fighting for titles, and they have another, let's say, higher experience amateur for the regional scene here coming in and trying to get more experience. I'm excited. This must have been a great vibe in the gym. You got two brothers going for the title in their area, trying to take their first bit of gold. And you're coming in here as well. That must have been a great camp, great energy, all the partners in there training together. So I'm excited to see what this team can do. Can they convert that effort to wins and dubs? We're going to see tonight.
Sababu Allston making his way up to the ring, over the ropes. And he is wearing that traditional Thai headdress yet again, heading over to the red corner. We'll throw it back over to Chris now to call upon his opponent.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Reginald James.
And Reginald James is fighting out of Beta Academy. This is someone with plenty of experience here in TCB, sporting a 6-3 record in Muay Thai. He stands at 5'7".
Beta Academy has an amazing program out there. Shout out to Mahone, who is as professional level as you can get out of an amateur fighter. I see my guy Buddha back there. Shout out to Beta Academy. They have a prepared and well-versed fighter in Reggie coming out here to get another dub on his record. One of the big things I can tell people when you are now seeing guys like Reginald who are coming out here with 9 fights, 6 wins. One of the big changes here is the fluidity in and out of a clinch. The clinch becomes a much bigger weapon the more well-versed with it. Now, the clinch is also grappling. Grappling is a lot harder than people think it is to get expert in because it's all about feel. You don't get to look at what you're doing like you do in boxing and kickboxing where these clinches are going to get separated very quickly. No, when you have the clinch work in Muay Thai, it takes a while to get a good feel, and Reggie got that feel and can break out of clinches very quickly. Enter, exit, get hard shots, hard damage. I'm excited to see what we get tonight with more experienced Muay Thai practitioners who get to use the full weapons of the art.
Yeah, as he approaches the ring, you can see how much confidence is exuding off of Reginald James here, facing off against Sababu Allston, who doesn't have quite as much experience, but is still confident in his own right. This is going to be quite an explosive matchup where these philosophies of Muay Thai are bouncing off, reflecting upon one another. I'm expecting one of those strategic first rounds culminating in some big explosive plays later.
Getting the vest off Reggie real quick. And now we're going to throw to Chris to get the fight underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the TCB 135-pound division. It is brought to you by our friends at Handyman Dumpster Services, reliable dumpster services, and Tony's New York Style Pizza, simply the best Italian dishes in Northern Virginia. And now, starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'9" and weighing in at 135 pounds, fighting out of ground control with a record of 2 wins and only 1 defeat, it's Sababu Allston. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'7" and weighing in at 135 pounds, fighting out of Beta Academy with a record of 6 wins and only 3 defeats, it's Reginald James. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the TCB 135-pound division. It is brought to you by Handyman Dumpster Services and Tony's New York Style Pizza. Your referee is Michael Dolman.
We are about to get this fight underway. Sababu Allston hoping to take down one of these titans of TCB here and really make a name for himself to shoot up that card and fight for a title down the line, while Reginald James is hoping to just add another to his long list of wins here, fighting out of Beta Academy, as these two will touch gloves and begin. And like I said already, both of these fighters are just kind of fishing one another. High guard on both sides. And I'm loving this exchanging of these low kicks, trying to test one's endurance, one's reaction as well. If someone's going to go for a pin, can you start shooting high as well?
This is the most focused I've seen Reggie in a minute. He comes in cross trains at Kaizen every now and then. He's sharp, he is quick. Look at how he's already racking up these leg kicks.
Ooh, but that was a great shot straight to the back of the knee there, almost stumbling Reginald. Sababu not able to capitalize too much off of it, as Reginald is just going to wheel back around and stabilize here. But that is a statement, especially against a veteran.
Very, very smooth right here.
Ooh, trading of blows, going right by the guard.
Reggie's hurt. That was power.
And he's all the way down on the ground. Referee going to have to break that one up, and at least that's a flooring, if not an outright end to this match.
No, that's an 8 count. That's a point. Right now, we got to get Allston back to the neutral corner, though. Reggie having to demonstrate that he's still here. Ladies and gentlemen, we may have a short night. We got a shark in the water right here.
Reginald James already showing openings. He's going to have to try to adjust, but it's so hard when the flurry of fists is coming your way. Sababu negotiating, pushing the blue corner right back yet again. He's controlling the space. He is playing like he's the one with the experience in TCB.
Reggie's angry now. He's really throwing these kicks hard. He's trying to earn back respect. He's trying to say, I am still here. But he keeps getting touch off those left side weapons. Now, these are two southpaws facing each other. It's not common you get two southpaws. Usually they're the ones looking for partners in the gym, going against more orthodox opponents. But when they're in close stance, it's not always a game your defenses are made for. Right now, a lot of left hands are landing over the shoulder of Reggie.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit worried that as Reginald is kind of holding up his guard, he's not actually able to find much in the way of defense. Sababu, time and time again, even with just slightly longer reach, is able to kind of snake on in there and stagger Reggie time and time again. As you said, could be a short night, but we will see an end of the first round here with both fighters retreating to their corners.
And for everybody at home, there's no question about what happened. Our referee gave Reginald a standing 8 count, which means that by the rules, Allston is at 10 points. Reggie is at 8 points. This is a 10 system. Both guys walking here with 10 points potential. The loser gets deducted down to 9. But if there's a knockdown, that's out of the question. Now we're going down to 8. So already, Reggie has to be fighting back. He either has to start getting big moments, earning respects beyond the leg. He needs to start touching the chin.
Yeah, and we're going to see whether or not that is going to change the tempo at which he's been fighting at. It's been reactive. It's been slow and deliberate up until this point. Sababu is the one who's just kind of able to rush on in there. Once he sees an opening, Reggie will have to try to bounce back, do the exact same thing on his side as they will approach glove touch. Starting off, as you said, close stance yet again. Two southpaws fighting against one another. Reginald definitely going for a few more quick jabs. Good shot is going to bounce off the guard of Sababu Allston, though, who's keeping his guard high as well.
I want to see Reggie start building up more weapons on his right side. He's been great with the left side weapons, really attacking at the leg. He's had a good jab, but I want to see more respect earned back from both sides of the body.
One worrisome thing is the fact that this is the second round in a row where Reginald is trying to negotiate the ropes. He is being spaced out by Sababu Allston. Now he's getting some good shots in, though. The guard slipping a little bit. Sababu trying to go for low kicks as well as low punches here. Not able to find a whole lot. Still, though, he will maintain center space on this ring here. But Reginald is bringing in the combos himself, looking for angles, finishing it off with a kick to buy space right back. I think he's building that tempo and trying to really appeal to the scorecards.
I'm seeing also Sababu's right now really trying to hide inside the guard to deliver those power shots like that left hand. Reggie gets to build more volume, but it's often landing on arms, landing on checks, or landing on guards. But Sababu's right now just staying there, staying patient, knowing that he has the powerful blows to deliver.
Reginald James even kind of using that rope as leverage, bouncing right back off of it, trying to approach with a kick. Sababu, good movement there, is going to be able to walk a little bit back. Reginald James still has a lot to do to get to center stage, though. Right now, it's just total space domination by Sababu, persisting throughout the course of the second round. And with only 15 seconds left, I want something big. That head kick almost connects here. Sababu keeping that left arm up, though, will be able to sustain throughout those last 10 seconds. As now, once again, a neutral ground. Reginald is trying for one last shot.
That was a really great round from Reggie. Reginald got a lot more respect. He started landing a lot more blows. I actually honestly say a strike count would go in his favor. The issue just is how many times is he making Sababu step back? How many times is Sababu not just guarding and taking the shot there, but how many times does he actually kind of relent? How much times does he give space? Right now he's staying put and delivering what I would say are the more effective blows of the fight, the more visually damaging blows of the fight.
And even if you say that last round was debatable between the two of them, because I think Reginald definitely did bring a new game plan to the table, you're still right back to thinking about that knockdown in round number 1 and the 8 count that was given. Liam, I think that right now, because even if you view that charitably and say Reggie may have taken that over Sababu, there's still a third round to go. Sababu could continue to buy space, build pressure, and right now we haven't seen anything as explosive as that knockdown from the blue corner just yet.
Actually, also shout out to Sababu going to that hook to the body, really trying to land damage blows that are going to invest for this third round.
Yeah, you can see from the body language here, Reginald James has been pretty laid back throughout the course of this fight anyway, but here I think that may also start being reflected in his energy levels. Crossing kicks, back in close stance yet again, trying to get in closer to sneak in a knee as well as those roundhouse kicks. Sababu Allston, for the first time, finally being walked back a little bit.
Exactly, and why? Because Reggie's starting to crash forward and feed him some elbows. No longer is Reggie just defending and landing outside blows, trying to wait for the step back. He's crashing in, saying, nah, move back.
And he's going to need to do a lot more of this.
But he gets fed a left hand off a kick.
Yeah, that kick, unfortunately, just going to kind of plink off the side of Sababu, who once again has bought that space, almost got Reginald James into the corner. Good heads-up play there to go to the clinch now.
Let's see who here can make it worthwhile. Reggie trying to off-bound Sababu. Good knees from both, good knees from both. Mike letting it go because they're both fighting for good position to land damage. Oh.
He's going to have to get a little bit more physical to break this up here. But yeah, a lot of persistent attacks on either side in that clinch scenario, showing that both fighters have a lot of gas left in the tank here. And you talked about how Reginald has the skill to break out of those situations, choosing not to. He himself smelled blood in the water, felt that he had an advantageous position in that clinch.
Well, he's not the more powerful guy here. He started getting power and respect off those elbows that he crashed in with, some knees. So it was a really good idea to start taking that distance away, starting to get heavy, starting to crash forward with the tight weapons, because right now the punches, the boxing, it's not favoring him. But right here, this is a great strategy from Reggie, really building on late.
Sababu's guard is slipping.
Reggie's got to push now. Reggie has to respect that he's down from those earlier rounds. He needs to try
10
to
seconds
get
left.
something out of here.
Gonna go back to the clinch. That was a scoring opportunity in the past. He will be able to swing right back away from a haymaker thrown by Sababu, who once again has tried to fight a punch to end things, but the round bell will sound, and this fight is over.
Amazing performance by both fighters. That was an incredibly even fight. Sababu had to earn every position he got. He had to make sure that he managed all the weapons being thrown at him, but he did. He waded through the storm. He looked down lane. He fired that power left hand right over the shoulder, and he knew he could go back to it. He set it up really well. But Reggie, credit, he found the other tools he needed to access to earn respect. Early on, Reggie's backing up. He's landing good leg kicks, but Sababu, at a point, wades the storm. Oh, knockdown. And now Reggie's second guessing. Right when he found those power weapons, he stopped second guessing. He just started throwing with freedom, throwing with intent, and you saw the respect he gave. It probably gave him that third round. But instead of taunting in those last 30 seconds, maybe he really needed to start pushing it and almost chasing recklessly a little bit. Because, hey, when you're down and the judges have to go off the scorecard, it doesn't matter if you were the one fighting hard lane, would have won a street fight. This guy's taking 2 rounds from you, and this is a sport.
It is one of those questions, Liam, where I think demonstrable skill is very even between these two fighters, but the openings that Sababu did find led to, for instance, that knockdown. It led to a few solid shots to the gut. And while I think Reginald got the same, there's just certain things on the judges' scorecard that are going to be so clearly impactful that I think this has to go to the red corner. But like I said, this is a fantastic fight. I hope that these two could cross gloves again in the future. Right now, it's Chris Fuller collecting all the judges' decisions. I believe he has them now and is ready to make the announcement of the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges have scored this bout 29-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, it's Sababu Allston.
Great work, Sababu Allston, earning his first victory, his victory here at TCB. Waiting the storm, landing those damage blows, easily earning himself a 10-8 round in the first, and really just finding his right moments and earning everything he got to